Welcome back to Carson Tate's Video Log. We're here in sunny Palm Springs, and I'm here with Bold Strokes author Joel Gomez-Dossi.
Hey, hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So you have, when did your novel come out? December?
Pursuit came out in December.
Excellent.
And then a sequel, not so sequel, will come out in August. It's called
Deadly Cult.
Deadly Cult.
Excellent. And so, tell us a little bit about Pursuit. I'm about halfway through it, so don't blow the end for me.
Okay.
But it's got a real creep factor to it. You've got a real thriller mystery going on
Life
here.
is filled with creeps.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Thank you.
You write creep very well.
Thank you. I don't live it, but I write it.
That was my next question.
Actually, Pursuit is about a college junior, openly gay, wants more than anything else in the world to have a boyfriend.
Exactly.
And he's willing to risk his life to find one.
Yeah, he kind of lived like a lot of us did in college. I guess, kind of live on the edge, like you're going to live forever.
And that's one of the most important things in your life, especially when you come out just recently.
Oh, absolutely. So what can you tell us about the book that kind of gives the readers a flavor for it?
Well, he goes to a party. It's the party of the year, and he meets two people. One is the man of his dreams, and one is the man of his nightmares. And he chooses the man of his nightmares to have a relationship with.
And so, I mean, what was the genesis of the story for you? I mean, what made you want to write this story?
Back in actually 1994, I read a piece in the newspaper, and there was a college junior who was murdered. And it turned out that the murderer was his boyfriend of 7 days, I think it was 7 or 9 days.
Oh, wow.
Was a cop.
Oh, interesting.
And I said, this is terrible. I was very angry, and I wanted to turn that kid into a hero.
Excellent.
That's what I did with Pursuit.
So tell us about your book that's coming out in August.
Deadly Cult. Deadly Cult takes a relatively minor character from Pursuit, and he gathers the gang back a year, almost 2.5 years later. And they've graduated from Stratford University. They're in New York City, and they're called to the Adirondack Mountains to infiltrate a sadistic cult.
Excellent.
A very, very, conservative cult.
It's a beautiful setting.
Thank you. Adirondack is wonderful.
Yeah,
I live in the upstate New York area, so I get the wonders of the Catskills as well as...
Oh, absolutely. I lived in upstate New York when I was a child, so memories of snow and apple cider.
Apple cider, oh yes.
Yeah.
And Applejack, if you're a little bit older.
Yeah, I wasn't that. My parents probably did that after I went to bed.
Absolutely.
So, what's the most important thing about writing for you? Is it a chore? Is it a calling? Is it a hobby? Is it a...
I know somebody said this before me, so I'm not making great statements.
We don't know that.
Oh, okay. I made this up right on the... I hate writing, but love having written.
Yes.
And I guess that would be me to the epitome. I hate sitting down there, chair in butt, and writing, and the fatigue and the monotony of word after word, and choosing your words and all that when you know the story, by God.
Exactly.
But when you sit back at the end of the day and you reread what you've done, you get that sort of inner glow going, God, this is good. When
it all comes together. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you have the book coming out in August, so you're probably almost done? You're done?
I'm working, in my mind, at least, trying to figure out what the third thing is going to be, and I have no idea.
See, that was my question. I mean, how do you... Beyond the first story, where do you always get your ideas from true life experience, or do you just kind of...
From reading the newspapers, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I get a lot of ideas that way.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, that's what life is. I mean, the third story of the Jamie Bradford stories, I actually don't want to tell on the third time because right now it's politically not correct. The politics right now isn't right there for it, so I want to hold off and try something new.
Okay, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. And this is Joel Gomez-Dossi, and his book Pursuit is available now at boldstrokesbooks.com.
Absolutely, and then in August, Deadly Cult.
Deadly Cult. This is Carson Tate's Video Log. We're signing out.